What's good, YouTube family? Go ahead and hit that like, share, subscribe. Make sure you help the channel grow each and every time, because you already know NoPlayingDinero gonna bring you nothing but that hip-hop fire. Man, look, listen. Boy, I got some disturbing news to broadcast on today, man. The homie, Young Scooter, man, born right here in Walterboro, South Carolina, a native of Atlanta. He moved to Atlanta when he was about 9 years old. Understand what you hearing and seeing, man. Kirkwood's own finest, man, got into a situation last night with the cops, and he had to run off scat. He jumped 2 gates, you know what I'm saying? A lot of speculation came behind that. People were saying he was pop, pop, pop by the police, but it didn't even turn out that way, man. I'm gonna get you right straight to that content. Make sure you hit that like, share, subscribe. NoPlayingDinero.
Evening, and thanks for being with us tonight. I'm Jennifer Bellamy. We are following breaking news right now in the city of Atlanta, where just minutes ago, Atlanta police held a news conference about the death of a 39-year-old man, Kenneth Bailey, also known as rapper Young Scooter. 11 Alive's Cody Alcorn is live for us tonight right outside of Atlanta Police Headquarters. Cody, you just stepped out of that briefing from police. A lot going on tonight. What have you learned?
Well, Jennifer, the main thing we want to set straight here, the lieutenant over homicide with Atlanta police saying they did not, in fact, shoot Young Scooter. They say there were no shots fired during this ordeal tonight on William Nye Drive. I believe we have a live look at that scene right now. What Atlanta police say did happen this evening is that they were responding to a call from a home there on William Nye Drive involving a disturbance with weapons. As officers got on scene, they got reports that there was a woman involved in this, possibly shots fired, and that she was taken back into the home. However, at this hour, they cannot find that woman. What they did find in the home were 2 male suspects. One of those males returned from the home after running away. That second suspect never returned, and we're told as he was making his way from that home, he actually jumped 2 fences. It was during one of those jumps he landed and somehow broke a leg. Some were hearing initial reports it was a femur. Again, we don't know the details of exactly the injuries, but tonight the medical examiner says a cause and manner of death have not been confirmed. But again, this is now confirmed to be Bailey, a based rapper here in Atlanta known as Young Scooter. While there are reports coming in from across the country tonight that Atlanta police shot this rapper, they say that is in fact not true, and the GBI has been requested to that scene that you're looking at, William Nye Drive, to give a third-party investigation. But again, to walk you through, there's a lot of confusion tonight with this story. APD responded to that home involving a weapons dispute. At some point, they got a report shots were fired, and again, a woman might have been taken in the home when officers got there. They did not find that. They say those 2 men ran from the home. One returned to that house. The other one, who was Young Scooter, again, jumped 2 fences, and during that run over those fences, he fell, and what we heard originally was fractured or broke his femur. He was rushed to Grady, where he died there in the ER. So again, a lot to still uncover on this situation, but Atlanta police wanted to make it very clear tonight. They are saying their officers did not fire a weapon, and that Young Scooter died as he was fleeing from that scene on William Nye Drive. Of course, for his family, a heartbreaking situation and a very active investigation going on out there, not only with Atlanta police, but also with the Georgia Bureau of Investigations. They will do an independent investigation and release those findings in the coming weeks or months. But Jennifer, a busy night in Atlanta, and of course this news hitting the music industry very hard as news is spreading across the country about Young Scooter's death reportedly on his 39th birthday.
Rapper Young Scooter, 39, lost his life last night after a domestic dispute was called in to the house he was at. Understand what you hearing and seeing. They said a woman was involved with this situation, and somehow somebody said a woman was drugged back in the house after arguing and shot fire call. Understand what you hearing now. But when the police got there, no woman was found on the scene, just 2 men, Young Scooter and another man, and then both of them guys ran out the back door. Understand that one came back to the house. So these boys ain't know why the police was knocking on that door. Huh? If no woman was present, They ran because something probably was in that house. It'll come all out. But at the end of the day, we looking at the situation as a tragic loss to hip hop. We looking at the situation as a tragic loss of Young Scooter life. Because I am a fan of Young Scooter, and he's from South Carolina, but repping that A. Understand what you're hearing and seeing. All this whole situation seems suspicious, and they still ain't located that woman. Man, let's see what the police had to say about it in that press conference. It's already up.
I'm a homicide commander. We're here to discuss two events this evening. The first being from the 200 block of William Nye Drive in Zone 3. Officers responded to a dispute with a weapon. It was advised in the call remarks that shots were fired and a female was dragged back into the location. Once officers arrived, they knocked on the door. A male opened the door and immediately shut the door on the officers. The officers then established a perimeter. During the process of establishing the perimeter, two males fled out of the rear of the house. One male returned back into the house. The other male jumped two fences as he was fleeing. When officers located him on the other side of the fence, he appeared to have suffered an injury to his leg. Officers rendered aid and he was transported to Grady Hospital, where he was pronounced deceased. That male is going to be a 39-year-old male out of Atlanta. Just to be very clear, the injury that was sustained was not via the officers on scene. It was when the male was fleeing.
Man, how many L's can hip hop take this year? It's 2025 and the start. Man, how many L's can hip hop take this year? It's 2025 and it's starting out very terrible for the game down here we call hip hop. Understand what you hearing and saying. Rest up, Young Scooter, man. We still gonna push that music. We still gonna bump it and hear it in our ears and do big things when we hear it. Understand what you hearing and seeing. It's your boy NoPlayingDinero tapping in with another viral video.